What's up, motherfuckers? And welcome to another edition of the Metal Messiah TV. I'm the Metal Messiah, and I'm joined by the mighty one, the Tower of Power, the King of Sting, the Count of Monte Fistu. It is the mighty one, Matt Mason of Total Rock Radio.
How you doing, Messiah?
Not bad, how are you?
Not bad at all. Thanks for welcoming me into your metal lair.
This week's episode, we're going to be tasting some metal beers.
Messiah, what are your thoughts on all these bands putting their, before we start drinking, on all these bands putting their brand on beer?
When I made it, I thought, well, be something a bit unique, but then it's kind of gone a bit too OTT, really. It's gone a bit like every man and his dog seems to be doing it.
I think it all depends whether or not the band have had anything to do with the brewing, because I know that Bruce Dickinson likes his ale, and him and Steve Harris went along to the brewers to check things out and were part of the process. The only thing I wonder with a lot of the other bands, because I know a lot of bands have done it with wine and stuff as well, there's a Watain wine, blah blah blah. I wonder if they're actually part of it, or if
they've just gone to the company.
Yeah, it's just slapping a label on something.
Yeah, it's gone to the company. Well, Metallica, they've joined up with Budweiser, and all it is just a black Budweiser.
No.
And it's just like put Metallica, Budweiser.
Because then that's like buying a Ramones t-shirt in Topshop, isn't it? It's not, all you're doing is sticking a label on something rather than someone actually thinking, you know what, this is what this band represents, this is what the listeners to this style of music or to this band are going to enjoy, so we're going to make a beer that goes with them. Okay. So on the front, we've got a very, very English looking thing. We've got a couple of rampant lions and some ladies. And of course, that's the Queen's crown as well. Handcrafted Pilsner from the Kingdom of Bohemia, Czech Republic, 4.7%. And it says on the top, more Queen stuff, break free the Bohemian. So will it make us want to break free? Let's give it a go.
Let's taste this motherfucker.
It tastes like a Budvar, which would be right because it is a Czech Pilsner.
See, Matt is my connoisseur of lagers and beers and ales.
Yeah, it's kind of chewy. It's a chewy type lager. But you know what? It doesn't fit Queen. The reason I'm saying it doesn't fit Queen, if you think of Queen, one of the campest bands of all time, full of pomp and circumstance,
more fruity,
should be fruity,
more fruity,
light. Whereas this is, I don't know what band this would
taste plain to me. There's no like flamboyance.
There is no flamboyance in it. It's a tasty lager.
I know it's got soft water in it, but there's no flamboyance.
There is no.
Where Queen should be.
It is, I mean, it said it's naturally fermented, which allows for a less gassy brew, and I can see that. It's not very gassy, it's not going to make you burp afterwards, which means that you could do the bicycle. So, yeah. Not bad. I mean, I drink it. It's got a metallic aftertaste, though. But then you are the Metal Messiah, so it's hardly a surprise.
Metallic motherfucker.
Yup.
Our next drink is Motorhead Bastards.
So this is here for all beer drinkers and hellraisers, fans of loud and fast rock and roll. No matter if you have no class or if you're a damaged case, this Mean Machine Lager is fuel for any head-banging opportunity. To me, it tastes like just like a really ordinary beer. More like a Budweiser.
You would think it would Motorhead called Bastards. It'd kick you in the face, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well,
it's another one that's 4.7%, and I have to say, I don't think you need all the massive alcohol content, but there is something that with a lower alcohol content, you're going to lose a lot of the flavour, you're going to lose a lot of the kick, because there's very little hops in here. And it does, this reminds me of American beer.
yeah.
But then, Lemmy lives in America, a lot of the marketing is done via their record label and stuff in the States, so. I mean, are they reaching new audiences by bringing a beer out? I mean, do you think there is a possibility, I would say, that men and women of a certain age will be walking through their local supermarket, where if they're sold in supermarkets or browsing online, see a beer and go, oh bloody hell, I used to listen to Motorhead, Slayer and blah blah blah, and it might kickstart something. I wonder if that is part of the thinking behind it. Because you have the other flip side is that, I know loads of people who love Iron Maiden, so they always buy Trooper.
Yeah, they don't buy it because they like lager or beer, they buy it because they like Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the sort of route they're going down.
Yeah. And you can see why. I mean, you've got it nowadays. People don't make money out of albums anymore, do they? So they make money out of touring, and they make money out of merchandise. And so the ultimate, well, it's not the ultimate merchandise, but if you can make food or drink which has got your brand on, and it's a strong enough brand. I mean, we were talking about Ghost in a bit. Now, 6 months ago, I would have said, oh, Ghost is a strong enough brand to have their own beer, and now they've won Emmys. You think, well, yeah, they must be. They must be, now people will see the emblem, the logo of Ghost, as they will with AC/DC and Slayer and Kiss, and immediately it pops out off the shelf. More so than just looking at a John Smith's or a Tetman or that.
Yeah. Because you've got the beer drinking side will buy it because it's a beer lager. Then you've got the metal fan, rock and metal fan, who'll buy, oh, like that band, I'll buy that. Not necessarily like the beer lager, but I like the bottles on my shelf.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of collectors. I mean, a local band to us, Stylesong, they created their own beer, didn't they? At the Dove Street Inn here in Ipswich, and they had some bottled up, and they took them away on tour and sold them all. So it is, I suppose, it's another way of getting your name out there, attracting a different kind of audience. It obviously works, otherwise people wouldn't bother doing it.
Well, I wouldn't have 10 beers inside as a trifle, would I?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what's next?
This next beer is Ghost Grail. Let's try this motherfucker.
Oh, that's more my cup of tea. You can taste the Amarillo, you can really taste the hops. That's got a
fucking kick to it, that is.
That is very hoppy. It hits the back of the tongue. Slight Marmite flavours as well.
Fucking Marmite.
Metal Marmite. Not a Marmite speed.
The Sire Marmite.
That's good, I like that. That's the best one of the three so far. But I couldn't drink that all night.
No, I think it would probably blow you out after a few.
Yeah, and also it's got such hoppiness and a real.
That's a bit too strong for my liking.
It's very yeasty. Oh yeah, it's good. That is really good. Just with me, I think it's quite clever, the idea that they're singing these sort of 70s style hard rock songs that sound like Blue Oyster Cult, but all the lyrics are about Satan, but your mum could listen to it because she wouldn't realise.
Yeah.
but for me it's nothing new. Like, if you want music that sounds like that, just gotta listen to Blue Oyster Cult. Why do you have to listen to Ghost?
Most music nowadays isn't new. There's a lot of recycling going on.
And you know what, I'm the worst person to say that, because I listen to all the stuff on Rise Above that all sounds like it came out in 1974, but is by 22-year-olds from Sweden and Bavaria. So, you know, I'm a complete hypocrite for saying that.